Formula 1 Road to Mercedes series races. This is the Austrian Grand Prix. I'm really not sure which number it is. I didn't check before I started the video. But here we are in Austria, and I qualified on the high-speed setup, as I always do, which now I'm going to have to race in the race. But the thing is, I might have messed up, because I don't currently have a wet setup, I don't think, for any track. And even if I do go to a wet setup, I'm going to severely compromise the speed of the Mana Marussia. Which I don't think I want to do, but look where it's qualified me. 3.7 seconds off the leader, and 0.5 or half a second off of Will Stevens. So it might have been a mistake, but I thought I'd bring you that bit, as I always do. End of qualifying, to show you where I am on the grid. So I'm starting dead last, 20th place on the grid. And here we go, we'll bring it to Anthony Davison and Ted Kravitz.
Welcome one and all to Spielberg for today's race, the Austrian Grand Prix. The circuit is owned by Red Bull. One might think this will give them an advantage. Only time will tell. On pole today is Lewis Hamilton. The Mercedes was dominant during qualifying, and with the power unit advantage, well, you just can't see anybody challenging for that race win today.
There's no doubt that he likes this track. I think that was apparent from his wonderful qualifying pace yesterday. He'll be hoping that he can put in another good performance today and that he can convert it into a race win.
Lewis Hamilton has certainly had the edge on Nico Rosberg in qualifying so far this year. He's dominated his German teammate on Saturdays.
I think Lewis has really got into Nico's head now. Nico's certainly a formidable competitor, but there's something about what Lewis is delivering every Saturday that he can't deal with.
Right, we're going to the grid now. We're going to gear up for the Austrian Grand Prix. We'll just have a look at the strategy. They want me to go option prime. Do I run prime though? I'm considering running prime and then going on to option towards the end. No, I'm going to run the option because the problem here with Austria is it tends to rain. There we go, we're going to gear up for the 5 red lights. 1, 2, 5 red lights, and away we go for the Austrian Grand Prix. I didn't do my usual thing off the line where I wait, because I completely forgot, which has given me a better advantage into the first corner than I usually get. Oh, classes into the side of Fernando Alonso, and I've managed to get in front of Danica Villa. Didn't expect that. I'm gonna have to go. I might go for another dive bomb here on the first lap. I'm not gonna have a chance. Oh, I outbraked myself. Managed to hit the back there of Sergio Perez. I'm now in front of Carlos Sainz, and luckily I don't think I got any damage to the car. No, I got away with that. Carlos Sainz is going down around the outside for this corner, and I've managed to block him off. Slight bit of contact there with me and Sainz, but I am still in 14th place. I've managed to battle my way up from 20th to 14th on the first lap. I don't think I've got the pace to battle for a point like I had a chance in, I think it was Canada. I believe it was Canada. And I had a bit of an issue with AI getting very, very aggressive towards the end. But this is another track I really do enjoy driving on all Formula 1 games it's been on. So maybe I can push. Oh, I got that last corner perfect. Maybe I can push, but I don't think the Marussia's got enough speed around this track, even with my high-speed setup. It's all about acceleration, but if I put the car for acceleration, I'm going to get really, really caught behind in the on the straights, which will be horrible. Up behind Jensen, I've managed to catch Jensen Button here, and he accelerates away from me on the corner, and Carlos Sainz now put me under pressure. Got a tyre on the grass there, the inside right tyre. Sainz is going to go around the outside of me. Oh, I kind of misjudged my braking zone there, caught the brakes, and then went slightly sideways and caught Sainz. Not the intention. But really what I should be looking at is the only objective really is to beat Stevens, and currently I'm doing that, and he's being left behind at the back of the grid and I'm in the middle of the field. So if I stay out of trouble and the AI don't get as aggressive as they did in Canada, then there's a very, very good chance of me grabbing myself a decent amount of, well, let's not say a decent amount of points, there's a very good chance of me beating Will Stevens. But when DRS comes into play, I could be in serious trouble, because look, Sainz is already getting close to me here. I noticed Sainz was down the inside of me. I went slightly wide to give him a bit of space, and he's not in touching distance here, so I've got a bit of a gap. But when I accelerate off the next corner and breaking into the next corner, he's going to get very, very, very close to me through here. I need a good acceleration off this corner, and I did not get it. Now Carlos Sainz is going to be in the slipstream. I'm going to go to the inside. There's not a lot I can do here. Sainz is going to come past me. Just going to pull in behind him, and I'm going to try and outbrake him into this corner. Down the inside of Carlos Sainz. Give him space. Give him a Spanish compatriot space, and he's passed me. Down to 15th. I don't know if I'll be able to stay with him up to the straight so I can get to the second DRS zone. Oh! No, not when I do that. And I've lost a place to Danny Kvyat due to that mistake. Maybe Danny Kvyat I can try and get down the line, but he might have DRS on Carlos Sainz. I've just been hit from behind. I've just been hit from behind. I don't know who done it, but I got hit from behind. I'm going to pause it and check it out because I'm curious to say who hit me then. I don't know if I did anything wrong. I don't think I did. Just minding my own business, going along. This angle doesn't really show anything. Going along. It's going to turn now. Oh, that's a big impact. What actually happened? I'm going to go to... I've never used replay cameras on this game, so I don't really know how to use them. Right, how do I go back to the next driver? Here we go. We're going to go on board. This past... Yeah, past Maldonado, I think it is. And he just clattered into the back of me. He just hit the side of me and put himself in the barrier, which at the same time completely put me out. And down the straight, even with DRS, I'm being swamped by all the AI. Go wide, try and use as much track as I possibly can without getting penalised. But I believe Maldonado put himself out of the race there. Yeah, we're down to 19 runners. I'm back into 17th now, but I didn't see it carrying on because this track really does need acceleration, and with this man on Marussia car, the only way I can run it is with high speed, otherwise I'm going to get seriously swamped. And I already am getting swamped anyway because my acceleration off the corners are horrible. So I don't know what I can really do in this race. I'm just basically just out here to try and beat Will Stevens. Went down to third gear through there. I'm not really supposed to. It's meant to be a fourth gear corner. I accidentally go down to third gear there. Fernando Alonso is on the back of me. I'm gonna, to be honest, I'm not gonna fight him through there. That's just not worth the risk. I am, however, gonna try and pull him behind him. Try and slipstream him with DRS. Oh, get slightly sideways there. With DRS, I'm still not gaining on Fernando Alonso that fast. I've gained on him though. Slight naughty run through that corner there. In the slipstream of Fernando Alonso. Fernando Alonso is going to have to give me room because I'm coming down the inside. I'm alongside Fernando Alonso coming into the hairpin. Can I make the move stick? Oh, the braking zone didn't come up on my screen and completely caught me out. The game's just completely caught me out. That was uncalled for. You'd expect to see the braking zone come up on your screen and nothing come up at all until the last second, and by then it was too late. So I've lost that position to Fernando Alonso. So now I'm back where the Marussia car should be, really. At the back of the field. Hopefully I stay in front of Will Stevens though, otherwise I will get frustrated. Because I don't deserve to fall behind Will Stevens in this race. See what I can do around here. If the rain comes out though, I will probably fall behind Will Stevens. I'm half a second slower than him in the rain due to the setup. But let's see what I can get going with this car while it's still dry. See if I can pull out a gap on Stevens. Oh, last corner is a bit of a corner cut there. Didn't intend it to be, but it was. I turned a little bit too early, but by the time I turned, not a lot I can do. Someone's got front wing damage in front of me. It must be Danny Kvyat. He's going very slowly there. Had to corner cut there. No, his engine's packed up. Danny Kvyat is out of the race. I had to go cut the corner, otherwise I would have hit him because of the speed I was carrying through the corner compared to him. But I am up into the objective for the race, 17th. All I got to do is finish in front of Will Stevens and I will hit my objective for this race set by the team. I won't be able to catch Fernando Alonso now. Will Stevens is catching me because I cannot for the life of me drive this Manuel Marussia car. I try my best around circuits like this, but with obviously the way I've had to set the car up, I've got no handling, no acceleration, and that's really what this circuit needs. But I've had to go for top speed, otherwise I'll be swamped on the straight lines. And I won't be able to slipstream cars like Fernando Alonso that I did earlier. Slightly wide through there. Get the last corner perfect. Accelerate off it. They want me to pit lap 9. I didn't check that a minute ago. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Done it again. I'm going to get a penalty if I keep doing that. Sorry, my throat's absolutely killing me. Going into the hairpin. Completely lost the back end through there. 3.4 seconds behind Fernando Alonso, and Will Stevens is actually catching me, which is really difficult to take. I should not be getting caught by Will Stevens. That's just really annoying. There's not a lot I can do though. There's been an incident up ahead. All I could do really there is pass Carlos Sainz, and I'm going to pause it to have a look at what's just happened there. An incident with Carlos Sainz, and I don't know who the other car was. I'm going to go to... It must have been Ericsson. No, it wasn't. What am I doing? Let's go back another car. Carlos Sainz went off. Who's that there? That must be Danny Ricciardo. As far as I know, Kvyat's out of the race. What an incident. And it's allowed me to pull away from Will Stevens. I just realised Will Stevens has been caught behind Carlos Sainz there. I managed to get out in front of Sainz, but Will Stevens has been caught behind him, so it's holding him up. Because Sainz has no front wing. So now I've got an opportunity to pull away, and I'm going to pit at the end of this lap. It's going to be a lap before the pit crew want me to, but I don't feel the car can go any more than this next lap. I'm going to box this lap. Certainly going to come in this lap. Tyres are absolutely knackered. I think if you press box this lap, they're more ready for you and you get a quicker pit stop. I believe that's what happens, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So where's Will Stevens? Has Will Stevens pitted? He might have gone for the undercut. I think he's pitted. Oh, outbrake myself. These tyres are naffed. These tyres have had it. There's nothing left in them at all. There is nothing left in these tyres. Let's go around all the debris there. I'm actually ice skating through the corners now. If I had traction control turned off, I would be probably sideways. The option tyres have had it. This 8 laps is about their max, really. I'm coming into the pits now. Get my line right through here. I don't know how fast I can go through here because I don't want to hit the barrier, and I don't know where their game took over. But I'm in for the pit stop on lap 8, end of lap 8, start of lap 9, and we'll see what these prime tyres can do for me. Because the option tyres served me well until now, and now they've given up. Lewis Hamilton must be out of the Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton's dropped back. What's happened to Lewis? Is it going to be able to show me? Where's it show me? I'm here. So where's Lewis? Is he already out at this point? Who's this? This is Sahara Force India. I'm going to have to change view here because the view's horrible. That's Carlos Sainz. Who's that? Is that Rosberg? I don't know. Yeah, Lewis must be out already. Lewis Hamilton has retired from the Austrian Grand Prix. And that puts me up into 15th place. I don't know where Will Stevens is or Carlos Sainz, but it looks like I'm well ahead of them. So there's Sainz. Where's Stevens? I can see Sainz. Right, that's very, very good. I've come out way ahead of Will Stevens, which is my objective. I need to stay in front of him because this manual car couldn't... Oh, didn't mean to go down to gear 1. Come out well ahead of him. There he is, coming down into the hairpin now. So I should be able to finish in front of him now. I really am hoping so, because if I manage to mess this up, I'll be quite furious with myself. Down to gear 2. I'm not usually down to gear 2 through there, usually gear 3. I literally had to cut down 1 extra gear, otherwise I wasn't making that corner. Down to 3 through here, didn't hit the apex, completely going wide here. Hit the apex of the chicane, yep, just perfect. Accelerate off it, hit the curb on the other side, around here. That's a really good bit of cornering. Carlos Sainz, he's going to catch me, and I'm probably going to have to let him go as well. I'm not going to fight him. If I fight him, I'm going to lose a lot of time. Accelerate off the last corner, decent corner in there. Let's just keep an eye on my damage on my tyres. Do you know what? I'm going to go into rich fuel for a lap or 2 now. Because I know I've got 3 laps, I believe. 3 laps of it extra. Let's have a look. Yeah, 3. So I'll do a lap or 2, and then I'll go down to standard again. Just want to see if I can either catch Alonso, which doesn't look likely, or just keep Sainz behind me. Looks like the gap to Will Stevens is maintaining at the same kind of distance, but Carlos Sainz is gaining on me. So it doesn't matter what setup you run with the Marussia around this circuit, you're gonna probably struggle and run slow pace. Probably the acceleration one would be better, but I don't know of a setup that will help me acceleration wise and still carry some decent speed. I don't think there is one. I'm hoping I can set my personal best lap of the race this lap. Oh, I got it just right through there, slightly sideways. What kind of lap am I about to set? I'm setting a 1:14.3, so that's slower than my best. Oh yeah, because I've done my best on the option tyres. Carlos Sainz is getting much, much closer to me now. I'm running a decent pace in the Marussia at the moment, and I'm hoping I can maintain it. Just brake. Find accelerating off the corner with traction control on slows you down a little bit, but if I had it off I would be sideways. That's the problem. The people that run traction control off can go a lot faster because you can accelerate off the corners better, but you can also get through corners a little bit better when you've got it turned on. So I don't know, I think there's benefits to both, but I can't drive the car, especially with a pad on traction control turned completely off. I struggled with it on medium. It was quite difficult, or low, whatever the other setting is. I struggled with it big time, and I've never used a wheel before, and I don't currently own one. I'd like to get one eventually, but I currently don't own one. And that's my best lap of the race, 1:13.3, 1:13.356. That's a decent lap for the Marussia. I'm pulling out a decent gap now. We'll run half of this lap on rich, and then I'm probably going to switch back to standard, because I don't want to have to go into lean towards the end. This car's bad enough before you even have to drop into lean. Sorry about my throat, I'm struggling with that today. I put out a little gap there on Will Stevens, which is decent. I like that. There's a part of a front wing there. Somebody had an incident in front of me. Somebody had an incident. If they have, it's going to slow the field down, and it may give me an opportunity to close in a little bit. A bit too early on the corner in there, but I didn't corner cut, so that's good. Staying 5th gear through here, slight bit of oversteer, managed to catch the car. Someone's in the pits, so somebody must have had an issue. So that obviously somebody did lose their front wing, so that's not from a previous incident, that is from that incident. Let's go down to standard now. Right, my tyres are looking a bit worn. I think that was Kimi Raikkonen actually, so Kimi Raikkonen is going to be coming back at me at the end of this race then. Or in a few laps. My tyres are starting to look a bit tired. bit worn out now. I'm not going to go to the inside to cover Sainz. I'm going to stay on my racing line. Obviously, that wasn't the intended racing line. I went slightly wide, but Sainz is going to come at me here. I'm going to go to the outside and just let him take the inside line for this corner. I'm just going to try and outbrake him. If I don't outbrake him, I don't outbrake him. There he is. He's pushing me off the track. He's squeezing me. He's squeezing me. I'm going to let him go. I'm going to let him go. It's not worth battling him because it's only going to put me into trouble of dropping back down the field a bit more. I've already got Kimi Räikkönen coming up behind me. Oh dear. Sideways slightly there. If anyone is leaving comments in the chat feed, I'll look at it towards the end because too busy concentrating on this. I have to obviously just have the whole screen for F1 rather than the chat screen down the side. So I'm not ignoring people, I'm just concentrating on this. I don't think the tyre's going to make the end of this race, which is really intriguing to know. So I don't really know what to do about that. I will speak to Jeff in a minute when I go down the next straight. I might need to back off of Carlos Sainz a bit and save my tyres. I think I might need to. I might not have a choice. Yeah. I'm starting to notice tyre wear, but I'm supposed to be going to the end. Oh, okay. I was concentrating too much on Jeff there. I forgot to open my DRS. That is a rookie mistake to make. That was really stupid of me. Must be painful watching me sometimes. I do some real stupid things. But this will be going on my YouTube channel sometime this evening, which is Christian Batten. That's literally all you type in, or go in the URL and put in YouTube at the Chucky101 with spelt with a Y, no IE. That's another way you can view this video, the full of it, if you join in towards the end here. But yeah, I've got loads of content on there, F1, FIFA. I did a bit of NBA at one point, but I kind of got bored of the series a little bit, but I will be going back to it eventually. Hoping to go into MotoGP at some point. Oh dear, but I need to buy the game first, so wait for my wages for my job. So yeah, I'm hoping this race is entertaining. I'm actually not falling to the back, which is very surprising. Could be an issue when the tyres go off, but because they're getting to orange now, they're supposed to go to lap 18. Oh no, this could be problems. Right, I'm going to move to the side and let Kimi Räikkönen through. I'm not even battling him. There is no point battling Kimi Räikkönen. There's just no point. I'm not going to be able to keep up with him. My tyres are going off and I need to get to the end of the race. I'm going to have to really ease off now because I need to get to the end of the race on this set of tyres. Unless I pit now and come back towards the end on the options. But I wasn't that much faster to everybody else. That's the only problem. Hopefully Will Stevens is going to have an incident with the back markers who are catching him. I've just noticed behind me. The leader, sorry. He's a back marker. I don't know what I was saying there. Oh, a bit of a corner cut through the last corner. But I'm really concerned about my tyres right now. I am really concerned about them. If they go off and I have a problem, I'm going to drop to the back of the field and then I'm not going to achieve the objective. I need to try and catch Will Stevens a little bit because I think he's currently beating me on the teammate objectives due to the incidents I've had at Monaco and other Grand Prix throughout the season. And obviously slow pace I've had certain places as well, so hopefully I can pull that back towards the end of the season and beat him so I can actually promote myself up into the McLaren, which is not a big promotion, but it's a promotion nonetheless. It's a lot better than this car. It's faster and it's got potential to get points. This car has no potential to get points. It just has potential to beat its teammate, and that's all I can really achieve in this season. And I'm struggling to achieve that at certain races. And I am being caught by Stevens. I have noticed this. The tyres are completely gone. I've got to go around another 2 laps. I need to avoid the curbs. What am I doing? That corner I can't avoid the curb, because if I avoid the curb there, I'm going to go horribly wide and put myself into gravel, or on the outside there. So I need to just make sure I drive a smooth last few laps. The back tyres are looking, I'm going to have to go into lean see if I can improve the traction through corners. The back tyres are proper orange, and that's a concern. I'm not... Oh, stop telling me to go up to mix 3. I've done this for traction reasons alone. I might have full traction control on, but it's not helping. The tyres are going off. The tyres have basically gone off, actually. Don't lock up. Every time I touch the brakes on this game on a pad, it seems to lock up. I don't know if anyone feels that when you use the steering wheel with pedals and all. I don't know how that feels. I would like to try it one day, because I can imagine it's better to drive. But this is horrible. Driving this Man of Marussia car like this is horrible. Stevens is getting much closer. Can I lose that much time in one lap? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, if I do that, then yes, I can. Do you know what? I'm going to have to just take the risk. So the only way I'm going to keep Stevens behind me is just literally go for... Yeah, that's concerning. Just go for all out, really, and just hope that the car takes me to the end. He's getting a lot closer to me now. I can see him coming up the back straight. Right. There's not that many corners on this circuit, so hopefully I can maintain it. As long as I get good straight line speed, which is what this car's set up for, then I should be fine. But he's being lapped by the race winner, which is Sebastian Vettel. So that's going to hinder him. Oh, yep, that was not intended. Tyres are completely gone on me. This is undrivable now, this car. This is all I can do is just feed the throttle through the last few corners, coming through the last chicane. Don't lose it now. Do not lose it now. Yep, nearly lost it there. This car has now become undrivable. Coming into the penultimate corner, just ease it around here, ease it around, or drift it, whichever. I'm not even going to touch the throttle through here. And that is how much time I lost. That Will Stevens has nearly caught me. I've managed to come home in 16th place. The objective was 17th. Beating my teammate. Overall, that is a good performance. I'm very, very happy with that. So that's gone well. Obviously, if I was in a better car, it would have gone better, but I'm driving as Roberto MEHRI in the bloody Marussia, so you can't expect any more than that, really. So I'll take that. It's a nice 16th place. It improves my teammate objective on Will Stevens. And I've missed out on points so far this season, but it's been a very, very entertaining season so far, actually. So if you want to check it out, check out my YouTube channel of Christian Batten or the Chucky 101 on the URL. And yeah, certainly been entertaining this year. But I'm going to leave you with this bit, as I always do. And I've been Chris12LFC. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're new around here, subscribe to my Facebook, my YouTube, or my Twitch channel, and like if you enjoyed. And I will see you later.